What is up, my fellow Magic fans? It's your boy, the Big Cat, here with another Modern Horizons 3 gift bundle. We got our second little shipment of these in. Thought I'd open at least one more. Great product, you know. Comes with a couple sets of the lands, a nice little full art traditional foil power balance. 9 booster packs, play boosters, a collector's booster, a spin down, in a box. So we'll get right into it. And yeah, just enjoy some Modern Horizons 3. Mirror finish there. Whoa, there I am. All right. Here we go. Got our little insert here. Got a beautiful box here. I mean, really cool packaging. That Tameo art with kind of the mirror there. Surprising that with how much Modern Horizons 3 is themed around Eldrazi, that the art for this set, for this product at least, is not really. There's that beautiful sparkly spin down. Pretty nice. Yeah, we'll just kind of slide all these extras off to the side here. And we'll get into it. We're just going to open some booster packs. We've got... let's see, we got our collector's booster there. We got some booster packs, and these are just our lands. They're nice, like wax paper wrapped. We'll just set those aside for now. And away we go. A Johnny and some kind of manticore, masticore creature. All right. Got an art card in our first pack here. Sarpadian Simulacrum, just some commons. We're just going to fly through those. Some great uncommons, though, in Modern Horizons, so always like to keep those separate. And Sink into Stupor. So that's always a nice little uncommon. Nadier's Nightblade is also a great uncommon. Great little reprint. Wheel of Potential for red and 2. You get 3 energy, and then you can pay X energy. Each player may exile their hand and draw X cards if X is 7 or more. You may play cards you own exiled this way until the end of your next turn. So a saucy new wheel with an energy mechanic. Interesting to see. I'd have to take a look at Nekuzar and see how that would really fit in there, but that's a cool card. Expanding Ooze in foil. And an art card there. Looks like, what is that? Collective Resistance. There you go. Instead of the opposite of Collective Restraint, I guess, or not quite the opposite. An alternative. Okay. Let's go through here. Malevolent Rumble, Accursed Marauder, just a bunch of random commons there. It's a fairly big set, this Modern Horizons. Wumpus Aberration, the return of the Wumpus. Amp Raptor, Bridge. Ooh, okay, so our rare there is Toxic Deluge. Nice little reprint. It's been reprinted quite a few times now. I think the price has dropped quite a bit, but a good playable. Yeah, pay X life, all creatures get -X, like a good, and it only costs 3. So, and a Felia, very nice little Felia portrait art there, a little Corgo doing her thing. And a foil Basking Brood Scale, and a full art Swamp. And we got a token. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Some Eldrazi's on top. Gravedig, a really fun nod to Gravedigger. All right, Brain Surge, a little call out to Brainstorm. Titan's Vanguard, Etched Slith, and a Sapphire Medallion. Very nice. Beautiful art on that Sapphire Medallion. Strix Serenade, too. A nice little rare here. The kind of swan song call out there. And in foil, it's our Witch Enchanter. So for white and 3, it's a human warlock. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. And it's a 2/2, and it's a modal phase card, so that's kind of fun in foil, just to see. Ooh, foil. All right. Nothing too flashy yet. Honestly, just some pretty run-of-the-mill rares there in our play boosters. All right, another art card. There's only 54 art cards in this set, which is quite a low number, especially for a big set. But since play boosters and set boosters got merged, I think there's just less of a need for as big of an art card print run. Izzet Generator, the creation of Abyssinian Cool Saga, Propagator Drone, and Suppression Ray, Fledgling Dragon from Judgment, and then at Mythic, we've got Ashling Flame Dancer. So 2 red and 2. She's a legendary creature, elemental shaman. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Very nice. And she has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, discard a card, then draw a card. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, deal 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. If it's the third time, add 4 red. So kind of an Ashling the Pilgrim updated. Very fun for mono red. I mean, that's a really fun, cool spell for copying and casting. You know, a lot of cantrips or, rummaging type effects would be great in a deck like this. Go off, wipe the board, come in and attack, get big mana. Like, that's a fun little commander. Definitely some cool build around potential there. And a foil Tranquil Landscape. Ooh, foil. And an art card of some kind of evil Phyrexian monstrosity. Okay. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Jealous Thirst. That's a... Not quite sure what makes thirst jealous. Signature Slam. Copy Crook, Drowner of Truth, and a Cephalid Coliseum. Not bad. And a Fanatic of Ronas there. It's a solid guy. Green and 1. It's a 1/4 Snake Druid. It's a mana dork. Adds a green. Ferocious. It adds 4. Activate if only you control a creature with power 4 or greater. And you can eternalize it for 2 green and 2. So some fun potential there. Kind of fits in a couple different slots. Guardian of the Forgotten. Another white uncommon and foil. Whenever a modified creature you control dies, manifest. So 4/4 for 4 with Vigilance with some manifesting shenanigans. And that Gremlin token. That's a beautiful little Gremlin. He looks pretty malevolent there with his little trunk down in the hole. All right. Galvanic Discharge. Okay, there's our commons. We're going through nice and quick. Twisted Riddle Keeper. Vexing Baubles, another nice little uncommon. We'll set that aside. Stump Stomp. Buried Alive. Great reprint. And another Felia for our troubles. There she is with her blue eyes and her little blue gemstone. Very nice. And a Wormcoil Larva. Fun little callback to Wormcoil Engine there. And boom. Okay. Making our way here. Looking for a big hit there. Only 1 mythic, which our other box only had 1 mythic, but let's see. We might want something bigger here. Okay, so here's a commander mythic. Jyoti, Moag Ancient for blue, green, and 2. It's a Moag Ancient. Enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. At the beginning of each combat, land creatures you control get +X until end of turn, where X is Jyoti's power. Interesting. So this is about animating lands. That's an interesting little commander. A mythic there. And a Pearl Medallion. Oh, and an Ugin's Labyrinth. So quite the pack there. Quite the pack. We opened an Ugin's Labyrinth in our other gift box as well. So that's interesting. It has this weird flat coating, but love that. That's probably like the best mythic you can open right now. So fantastic for us. Beautiful land. Yeah, Ugin's Labyrinth. There you go. The new Ancient Tomb. That actually completes my playset. So loving that. We did pretty well for ourselves there. All right. Here's the Captor, a Hydra, Breathe Your Last, yada yada. Let's keep rolling. Uncommons, nothing too crazy there. Meltdown, nice reprint. Winter Moon, cool card, going for super cheap as of the time of this recording. So if you feel like this is a card you want, go grab it now. It's dirt cheap. Doesn't seem to be hitting many decks or sideboards just yet. And a Refurbished Familiar, the little refurb. All right, one more pack. Wow, another Ugin's Labyrinth. Voted most likely to bring back banding. That's wild. It's probably Secret Lair. Because banning is not coming back other than that. Emissary of Soulfire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Detective's Phoenix. There it is. There's our rare. Oh, what a foil Pearl Ear. Nice, a little foil rare. Lifelink, enchantment spells you cast have affinity. Whenever you cast an aura that targets a modified permanent, draw a card. So just fine. I don't think this will see too much play. White Enchantress decks, maybe, auras, Boros auras, stuff like that. But not bad, an extra rare. We'll take it, an island, and a Thopter token. Okay. And for the coup de grace, here is our collector's booster. Let's see what we get. Okay, so the first few are just going to be some foil commons, because that's what they do. Deep Analysis, Pinnacle Monk, nothing too special there. Full Art Forest, very nice. Grim Servant in the retro frame, that's kind of nice. Black 3 Menace, when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal to devotion to black. Reveal it, you lose 3 lives. So kind of a fun little zombie tutor card. Sling Gang Lieutenant in that old retro foil. It looks wild. Black and 3 for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, make 2 1/1 red goblins. Sacrifice. So kind of a Siege Gang commander for black goblins. A foil Arena of Glory. You know, this is a pretty saucy one. There's a lot of hype before it came out because you can add 2 mana and exert and give a creature haste. It'll be interesting to see if this finds a home. I'm sure there's some really good deck types for this. There's probably some commander decks that really like having extra haste triggers out there, so pretty nice, pretty nice. Kaith, Famed Mechanist, white, red, and blue, 1. She has Fabricate 1. Other non-token creatures you control have Fabricate 1. And for 2, you can populate or proliferate, which plays really well with her Fabricate, which lets you put a token on a creature or make a Thopter, so that's nice. Yeah, she's technically a mythic. Another full art Felia, so 2 Felias. The cute little Corgo is coming home. Ooh, beautiful retro frame Flooded Strand. Excuse me, I'm having such a hard time with these names. Beautiful fetch, and Flooded Strand's a great one. White and blue, light, getting some extra fixing in the land slot, and that retro frame, just doing it justice. Gorgeous card. That's a great hit. Oh, wow. Wow. Showcase foil Ajani. That's a pretty nice hit there. I'm not exactly sure, but I do think this is going for a fair bit right now. Yeah, white and 1. He's a 1/2 cat warrior. When he enters the battlefield, make a 2/1 white cat warrior. Whenever 1 or more other cats you control die, you may exile him and return him to the battlefield transformed. And look at this gorgeous showcase playing. Oh, he's a textured. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Okay, that was a great collector's booster. So the texture really shows on this side, if you can see that there. Folks, I hope you can see those beautiful textures. So quite a hit. I mean, this was a great box. The Ugin's Labryinth, but then the textured Ajani kind of gets us about to EV. So with some of these other stuff, like the retro Flooded Strand, not too bad. I was worried this was a little underwhelming, but the textured Ajani showing up. Gonna have to sleeve that up. Yeah, so he's a Boros guy. He's got 3 loyalty, and for +2, put a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. For 0, you make a 2/1 cat warrior token. When you do, if you control a red permanent other than Ajani, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target, so that's nice. And -4, each opponent chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a planeswalker from among non-land permanents, sacrifices the rest. So interesting to see if this finds a home. I mean, I can see some potential Boros mid-range kind of decks, aggressive decks, maybe even like a Zoo deck. I don't know that Zoo usually wants a planeswalker, but he's cheap and he's fast. So that could be the trick they want, and a gorgeous textured card. So thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, pretty hot to trot. I mean, Modern Horizon Set 3 is the set that keeps on giving. So thank you so much for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.